All right, here we go. Back again, bottle chasing with the bottle chaser, Black D. Um, like I said before in my last video, I live in a liquor controlled state. So basically, the liquor store is ran by the state. So it's really hard for me to find bottles. And right now, I'm in the process of building a little bar and a collection or selection, some would say, just for like memories, for when people come over, they can have a little taste, we can talk and, reminisce. We're out here not too far from my house. We're in, I want to say this is Hatboro, Pennsylvania, and we're in front of the distillery, which is a distillery that I found over here, and I actually didn't know it existed until I was actually heading to the state store. So the distillery is actually, I think it's a storefront for the distillery, and then I believe you can come over here and pick up goods. So we're gonna go check that out. But before we go check that out, we're gonna go check out the state store, fine wines and goods and spirits, and see what they have to offer in a state controlled liquor state. All right, let's go. Okay, we're heading into fine wine and good spirits. This is actually the state store. How you doing, man? I had to do a voiceover in this part because the music was a little bit too loud. But as you can see, the bourbon wall is very short. It actually starts from here and then goes a little bit down to right about there. Right after the Jack Daniels is the Scotch. And that's about it in the state store for the bourbon. Makers, they got some makers, they got some Bullet. The Scotch right here. They had some of this on the end cap for $49. Old Granddad. Wild Turkey. All right, let's see the tequilas. And as you can see, the top shelf stuff is there, but the boxes are there, but the bottles are behind the shelf. So you got the Don Julio, you got the Patron, De Leon. De Leon is dirt cheap right now. 1800. What's they got over here? The Rocks tequila. The Ocho. I was trying to see if they had the Ocho with the that was aged in the old Fitzgerald barrel. Backed up a little bit so the lady can see her wall. Corazon. I have a barrel pick that I gotta do a video about. Casamigos. What else they got here? So basically, this is a steak store. Oh yeah, we're in Philadelphia, so they got the Eagles Kevin Hart tequila bottle. And that's about it for the tequila. Well, I did see. I think I did see something over here at this point. All the Casamigos you want. Don Julio. And right down here. Right down here. I never seen this tequila before. Tell me if you've seen this. El Mayor. El Mayor. El Mayor? The Mayor? I guess. Let me know if you've seen that tequila before. Never seen it before. And first time. 818 is right there. More Kevin Hart stuff. And that's about it. Let's get out of here. Okay, y'all seen the sad situation at the state store. So now we're heading to Mermaid Distillery and Spirits. Mermaid Spirits Distillery. Let's see what it's about. We're about to walk in and check it all out. How you guys doing? Come on, if I record.
You need to speak with who? What are you recording for?
My YouTube channel. Just buying,
There's nobody here with me.
seeing what you guys are about. How you guys doing?
Doing okay.
All right. How long have you guys been? Like
Almost 8 years now.
almost 8 years?
Yeah. So I'm the owner. I
Oh.
opened.
What's your name?
I'm David Johnston.
Oh, okay.
I'm the owner of Mermaid Spirits.
I'm sorry.
I've been involved in alcohol production for 27 years now.
Wow.
Maybe a little longer if you count some home brewing back in the late 80s. But
Oh, did you like work for other companies, or you kind of?
So I had a day job where I was involved with fuel ethanol production.
Okay.
Fuel ethanol research.
Okay. Okay.
But I've been to many ethanol plants around the country. Done a lot of distilling, obviously.
Obviously.
So I'm very knowledgeable about all the theory. I've developed process models, all sorts of stuff.
Okay. Great.
So my background's in food biochemistry.
All right.
So I also do formulation for outside companies as well.
Okay.
So we do quite a bit of that. So canned cocktails and that kind of stuff.
So I was looking for like more like barrel pick stuff. We live in a state controlled.
Yes.
It's hard to find stuff like
So
that.
we do that periodically. So we've done stuff with the PA Bourbon Squad.
Yeah.
Done a couple barrel picks with them.
Okay.
And then we've done some of our own stuff, some small cask bourbons.
Great.
They came out kind of real high proof, so 130s.
Yeah.
It's partly it's our aging environment.
All right.
So we're indoors.
Right.
And fairly temperature
Controlled.
So it's a little dry in here all the time.
Exactly.
So we have we tend to bleed off more water than alcohol, I guess. I don't know.
Do you guys do the whole process in
We
PA?
don't do everything here. It's just not feasible. in
Right.
this
I understand.
environment. But everything I do is done. It's done with my recipes, so I use outside contractors.
Okay.
But it's not like bulk stuff. So.
Not local.
So it depends. So one of the neat things about when you're using, contract distilling, is you can pick where it's done and who's doing it, and find the right people for the right product. So like our rums are done. At least the distillation part is done in a couple of different places.
Okay.
And then we do the blending and aging here on site. So we have a couple of different aged rums.
Okay. Cool.
Our first was our Golden Tail,
All right.
which it's a gold medal winner for us.
Oh, that's great.
It's really quite tasty. And then most recently was our dark rum that we came out with, and that's more of a traditional rum.
All right.
This one is a little higher proof. It's 96 proof, and it was aged in what were rye whiskey barrels.
Okay.
So it's a little unique barrel aging.
My family's from Barbados, so
Okay.
the rum process, you
All
know.
right. So I'm busy working on a falernum right now.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're from Barbados, you
Yeah.
definitely know falernum.
Yes.
So I've been working on that for a little while. It was a little harder than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
But I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
You know.
Yeah. So our dark rum is aged in our used bourbon barrels.
Okay.
And so this is actually a blend of several different barrels.
Right.
The first time I've really gotten into blending barrels and for particular flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It came out super nice.
Right.
It's actually one of the best sipping rums I've ever had.
That's great.
And that's not just because it's me. It's just like I was a big fan of aged rums.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I got into this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've tried quite a few.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And this one's just turned out really well. I'm hoping to be able to reproduce it. So we just started aging the new batch. So
Okay.
we got a bunch of barrels that we're putting down.
You can tell it's a tasting event, but the hours are nothing.
How's your vodka?
So we have two different vodkas.
Yeah.
The blue label is our corn-based vodka.
Okay.
The red label is our potato-based vodka. The corn is a gold medal winner. It has like a little hint of sweetness in the finish, which I personally like. The potato just kind of like has maybe a little hint of spice, or just kind of finishes. I'm particularly fond of the corn one myself.
Okay.
I worked with corn with fuel ethanol for all those years.
Exactly. So
I
you
know
know a
a
lot about corn, right?
Yeah. So.
And what's this one right here? Plush.
So Plush is a brand that we do production and bottling for.
Okay.
So they have a regular vodka and a plum flavored vodka.
Okay. You don't.
The plum is really very good. It has a wonderful aroma, and they were distributed in I think 23 states. So I'm just their Pennsylvania producer.
Okay.
But we've started doing larger scale stuff for them as well.
Well, in other states you can,
Yeah.
you can get your stuff kind of out there.
It's every state is like a new.
Yeah, it's a whole different. Yeah, it's different in every state.
Yep.
Cause like I said, I travel to Jersey to actually find the stuff that I can't find in Pennsylvania, and like when you go to their liquor stores, it's like a whole different world, man. So single malt, American single malt, cinnamon, and the honey. We just tried this. This is very good. We tried this one too. 100, almost 150 proof. Very strong. What do you call that? Hazmat, right? You would call this?
Oh, it is pretty high.
Cause it's actually almost 150. Almost 150, 149. Yeah.
It was surprising because I proofed it myself.
Yeah.
When they went in the barrel, and it was 120 on the dot. So they just creeped up.
That's crazy.
So for all our whiskeys and actually even our rums, we'd start at 120.
That's the one I like right there. That's great. I mean, like I said, a lot of people more or less like the high proof stuff.
Yeah.
The lower proof stuff is really cool for like mixing drinks and you know what I mean, doing specialty type stuff. But if you really wanna, if you're a sipper, you kind of sip on the higher proof stuff. What's this right here? Millhouse. This is a straight bourbon whiskey, one batch, 57 bottles. And this is not yours, Millhouse?
No, so I bottle for that is a private label that I do for him.
Okay.
He has a bar in the city.
Okay.
And so it's like his private label for his bar, but his name's of course Millhouse. So
Oh yeah. That works. That works.
very nice guy. Jermaine. What's the name of the bar? Used to be Chuckles, but I think they changed it to CB Bar and Grill or something like that.
I'll look him up, man.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's a nice spot. He's got like arcade machines and pool tables. It's a nice spot.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
It's
going.
a little hard for me to get to from here. You know, in the city, there's parts it's like just takes forever to get to.
Dude, since it snowed, I stayed out of the city for like, I want to say 2 weeks. I haven't been in Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I was at a friend's house and he lives on Girard, which is an emergency route, so it's plowed.
right. Oh, so it's plowed, but the side. I was because when you set
the
off with
sides
Gerard,
are
I was
just
like,
the
wow.
wall of ice, you know. So climbing over the wall of ice to get to the house.
Exactly. That's what I was like when you said Gerard. I was like, wow, man. You
Yeah.
probably had hell trying to find a place to park.
Yeah, so we Ubered.
And
Actually,
then
no, it took Lyft. Lyft was like half the price.
okay, you Ubered. All right, you took the Lyft.
When I had to,
Smart idea, smart move.
yeah, I
'Cause-
always check both Uber and Lyft, and I think it's cheaper.
Yeah, when we went to leave,
They have Hightail
it was,
Gym.
after the game.
Beautiful
And
place.
The price was,
My battery kind of died earlier, but
and so we stayed for like an extra hour. So the
We'll
prices
be-
came down most of the way.
back on. I don't know if my mic is still on. I hope it isn't. It probably is. No, it's not. Cool. All right.
Closer to like 100 proof.
Right.
My whiskeys anyway.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, because like I said, the lower proof stuff kind of, it's good for like mixing drinks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, you
Yeah.
know, when you're just sipping, I like 90, 95,
Yeah.
a little bit, you know what I mean, around
Yeah,
100.
over time, you
Yeah.
can build up a little
Yeah,
bit. But
right.
It gets less comfortable.
Exactly. That's what I said. Like I know a ton of my friends that love this right now. You know what I mean? But I went with this one. We went with this one.
That's a super good one. And, that was a special barrel for us. Our first barrel to hit 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some that were close, but we put that one. The story on that barrel was it got tucked in the back, and I couldn't get to it, and so it passed.
There you go.
It passed its bottling date, and when we finally got it out, it was 6+, and I'm like, this would be silly to bottle now. We should keep this one.
Exactly.
And so we were bottling some of our younger stuff at that point, but
Oh man, I'm trying to think now because
we didn't
I'm
use
definitely getting that.
bourbon to make our honey whiskey. So
Exactly. Right. I mean, you seen ridiculous stuff like that. Jack, not is it the what you call it, the 25-year apple, the Crown Royal?
Mm-hmm.
That's like 25-year-old whiskey. You're going to apple flavor it. Well, you know, I guess there's a market out there for it, man.
Yeah, it's a little silly to use that old whiskey for that.
Exactly. I mean, but they got barrels and barrels. So you know, I mean,
Honestly, you know, we didn't have any of our unaged whiskey.
Yeah.
I was playing with the formulation for the honey.
Right.
And it was so good. And when I tried it with the unaged stuff, I'm like, nope. So it got to be blended with the aged instead. So
that's great, man. I think I'm gonna get the vodka.
Okay.
And then I'm building my bar, and I just want different stuff in my bar.
I'd recommend the dark rum for that too. Then.
Which one? The dark rum?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is. That's the one I was telling you about. It's like sipping.
Okay.
Definitely a sipper. You can do other stuff with it, but
it's a great rum and
really,
coke,
really
but
good.
it's also good just by itself.
I just pour that in a glass. There's no water, no ice, just in glass.
Yeah, I made a daiquiri with it the other night.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I stopped by. Let me cash out real quick. All right, we back. We just ended our visit at Mermaid Spirits Distillery. It was a great experience actually walking into a distillery and getting some good information on a person that has been working with a lot of different things. He actually started with fuel, I guess distilling fuel first, and then he went into wine and spirits. If you want to stop by, his name is David Johnston. He's the owner and he's the distiller. So you can stop by in Pennsylvania at Mermaid Spirits. They gave me a lot of information. This video is going to be a little weird because my camera, well, not my camera, I use my phone. My iPhone actually, the memory shut down while I was going through a little bit of an interview inside of this distillery. But I can actually break down a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff he does do in-house, like as far as the aging, the bottling and stuff like that. But I believe he does send the stuff out to be distilled. And when I get home and we break down the bottles that I picked up, we're actually gonna go through it all. You know what I mean? But I'll show you the bottles right now, what I got. I actually picked up the 7-year bourbon, single barrel, barrel 83, bottle 57 of 83 bottles. You know what I mean? It's 117 proof. So we got that one. They do distill. They just don't distill bourbon. They also distill rums, vodka, and gin. I'm not too much into the gin. I do sip on vodka every now and then. I think it's really good to make a drink with. And rum, it's in my background. My family's from Barbados, so a lot of rum drinking is in my blood. I really don't drink that much rum, but it was nice to have something a little bit different that I would not find wine, goods, and spirits. Even though he is selected for, I believe he said 7 to 10 stores his product is in, and they also control the bar in the movie theater in this strip mall. So if you go to I said the bar, not the bar, the bar in the movie theater. That's what I did say. Right, the bar in the movie theater, they control the bar. So if you go to see a movie in this movie theater, the spirits that you will be drinking will be from Mermaid Spirits and Distillery. They also bottle and sell other products in there, as you've seen in my video. And that's about it tonight. Did I show you guys the other bottles? I didn't. So we did pick up the rum, the dark rum, and we picked up the vodka. All the prices are compatible with the fine wine. They're not very expensive. He did have a short barrel hazmat bourbon in there. It was 100, almost 150 proof. I want to say it was 149, no, 148. It was 148 proof. It was a little bit too hot for me, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But if you do want it, they do have it in there at Mermaid Spirits and Distillery. All right. We're gonna head home and chop up this video and see what I kind of missed and what I kind of had to put together. And I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what I mean? Bottle chasing with the bottle chaser, Black D. Let's get home and break down these bottles a little bit more. Okay. It's been a couple of hours since I got home. Actually had to shoot a couple of episodes for my TikTok page, so you can go to TikTok as well and check us out. We do tasting of tequilas and all the spirits that we pick up. All right, so do that. But anyway, these are the 3 bottles that I picked up from Mermaid Spirits Distillery, located in Pennsylvania, Huntington Valley. Went in there, had a very good conversation with the owner, tasted a couple of different bourbons. Yeah, I didn't taste any rums and I didn't taste any of the vodkas. I only tasted the bourbons. I tasted a honey bourbon, a cinnamon bourbon, and it wasn't Fireball. Tasted way better than Fireball. I tasted a short barrel, close to a hazmat bourbon. It was a short barrel for 5 years, 148 proof. It was a little hot, so I didn't get that one. I ended up getting this right here, which is the 7-year barrel, 115 proof. I tasted this as well. That tasted very good. So I ended up leaving with that. The prices were very good and they compete with the state store prices. Being a small distillery, it's kind of hard to keep the prices at that price point, but he finds a way to work it out. Also, when I was on the wall, he told me about his gold medal winning vodka, so we picked that up as well, and his dark rum. I picked up the dark rum because this was like a single barrel that he had, and the other rum that he did have was the gold winning. I believe it's called the fishtail or something like that. He says it in the interview in this video, and basically breaks down what it takes to run a small distillery in Pennsylvania. So I hope y'all enjoyed the content that I'm putting out. We will be doing more bottle chasing with the bottle chaser, Black D. Stay tuned. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you on the next chase. Peace.